G'day, gang. Just a little disclaimer coming in hard and fast at you from your boy, Junior. Look, when you clicked on the episode this morning, you probably wondered, why is this coming in at around the 35 to 40 minute mark? That's a bit of a short one for the boys. So you're probably thinking, look, they've had a mare and they've completely forgotten a segment. These poor blokes, what have they done to themselves? But no, we actually didn't. We did record the usual 5, but one of them, which happened to be the longest, the old 20-minute story from your boy Junior, has actually had to be cut from the show. And you're about to find out why, Bill. The truth is that I was actually recording a reality TV show for 39 hours of the 48 hours on the weekend. And I've got a message from the producers 2 days after we recorded the episode. And they said, a very strict, don't you dare release anything related to the show as we don't want to spoil anything before it comes out. Anyway, thanks for listening to the show. And I hope that the rest of the episode is good for you. Apologies on my behalf.
G'day, welcome to the MacPack podcast.
We're back.
My name's Shane McKenna, and to my left this week in order of the biggest BJork fan on the panel, it's my little brother Joe. How are ya, boy?
Jake, I'm feeling great, but not as great as I was last Monday night when I was at BJork.
And to my right, coming in 6'1", as he does each and every week, it's the baby brother of the pack, who we call Junior Boy. Junior Boy, how are you?
I've watched all 6 seasons of BoJack Horseman. I've never seen BJork though.
We're going to be finding out who BJork is off the top.
BJork.
Also, footy season is upon us, lads. We're going to be doing our predictions and our previews for the season of 2023.
Oh yeah.
Riley, you've been away for basically a whole weekend, so we need to discuss where the bloody hell you been.
Where have I been, boys?
Alan's Lollies, of course, close to home, also has an update. And by God, we've got an Ed Sheeran everyday hero. It's a massive ep, so let's get into it. Boys, how are we all? Well,
Good to be here.
Good to be here.
fantastic. Come on, Joe.
Well, usually I go first, don't I?
Yeah, I was waiting for you, but you never went. I can't let the dead air just sit there, mate. You gotta go.
You absolute BJork. Well, who is
It's not
BJork?
dead air, it's ambiance.
You BJork.
Who's BJork?
BJork. She's an Icelandic singer, pop star, sort of. Very experimental, very full on, very abstract. She hasn't been to Australia in 15 years, and she performed in Perth. That's right. Not the other cities.
Just
Oh,
Perth.
just Perth.
Just Perth.
It was an
She-
exclusive.
She did 4 concerts in Perth.
4,
Yep. It was like over a week.
You've
So
gotta
she
be
did like
but didn't go anywhere else.
No.
Does she understand how a tour works?
Yeah, but she's different.
She's not.
She's
clouded
experimental.
enough.
How
She's
many
abstract.
people were at each concert?
She's
Surely, if you're a BJork fan,
Well, she did 4 in Perth.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you just said.
That must have been an accident.
No, it's because
Yeah,
it
surely
was,
she
Usually
went.
they do 4 around Australia.
so she was the headliner for she was the main event for the Perth Festival. So the Perth Festival actually like just about finished when she was starting.
What's the Perth Festival?
So you know like Bon Iver,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was Perth Festival.
Oh.
Do you remember years ago we went to the Matt O'Kine, he was at that riding thing?
Oh yeah.
Perth Festival, that's right.
Oh shit.
Right.
So they do a lot of
Lit.
they bring in a lot of people. I've seen like Beach House there, some other things.
Here's Joe about to list off heaps of people no one's ever
Yeah, but
heard of before.
they're a bit more sort of like they get big names, but not like as mainstream.
Okay.
Like Bon Iver. is-
Some would say that it's like
Shit.
not big names.
Yeah.
So the BJork concert they built on.
Quickly, do you know anyone else that knows BJork that you haven't introduced to?
Yeah, plenty of people. Yeah,
Name 3.
Deliso,
Okay.
Pat knows BJork,
That was a iffy.
Jack, Emmett. Although
Okay.
they hate.
Oh my god,
they
that's
hate.
4.
That's
Bjork.
okay.
Shout out Emmett.
And did any of them go to one of the 4
Guess
festivals?
what, Jake?
Yeah, Deliso went to
Oh.
the same.
Oh, I didn't know.
Not with us, but he was
Oh.
there.
Sidebar on Emmett. I was walking through uni the other day, and I was walking past my good old drawing class. Remember when I used to draw naked women?
Yes,
And guess
Vividly.
who I saw sitting there?
naked.
Emmett.
Was he naked?
Emmett's taken the naked lady class.
Oh, but
He's
he's not.
doing the actual
the cheeky
class.
devil, yeah. I
Probably
wonder-
a recommendation.
Yeah, you bet, mate. He found out
He
what's
enrolled
the
right after he
criteria.
heard.
Yeah, he's loving it. He waved to me, and I got my cock out, and I said, "Draw me."
Do they ever do dudes? Oh no, you said it was too confronting.
He said the teacher said it was confronting, but they're not opposed to it.
Oh, please go and be the.
Do you reckon it's
Oh,
more
Please
confront-
put your hand
But
up and
then
be the guy.
The hardest part is doing all the poses.
You can't say that.
Yeah,
you
like
can't
the-
say the hardest part. The
No,
hardest
you-
part is between the legs, I think.
I'd brown eye him. Because you spend a few classes on eyes. Give them the old switcheroo, right?
Final
this one.
frontier, the brown eye.
This is how you actually graduate from uni. This is the pre-work.
It's like the
my
final
God.
boss. You've done all the other eyes,
reckon-
but you've never come face to face with a brown eye.
Do you reckon it'd be more confronting if it was tiny or if it was giant? like,
like
and if it
peculiarly small.
yeah,
Everyone
like
sh-
micro.
everyone
like
sh-
ours.
Wait, the butthole. Micro
What
butthole.
are we talking about?
Oh, micro.
Oh, Benzies.
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about
Yeah,
buttholes.
do you reckon if you were in one of those
P155.
live, what's it called? Live drawing classes with the nude model.
I've
a
been
guy
in
came
one,
in
but I'm
and
not
it was-
imagining.
And it was like tiny. Would you like,
Like a tiny man, or what was tiny?
no, like, I'm just going to say, if the cock was tiny,
There we go.
would you like, when you're drawing it, would you be like, I'm going to give him a hand here. I'm going to
Oh,
extend
I'm
over.
gonna give him a handy here.
Or are you like going, oh, this is going to be accurate?
to scale.
I don't know.
I'd
It's a
yell out.
Great.
Fuck that small.
Oh my goodness. There you go.
Good
Well,
sidebar, right?
Great sidebar. I guess, you know.
Okay, I was bored by BJork, so I had to get Emmett in there.
Nice.
So BJork, that's right.
We're
So
back.
It was pretty.
God.
There was no opener. Massive.
Whoa.
And there was also it was in a tent that they built specifically for BJork.
Right. Okay.
So we were in pretty good seats actually. We were in.
I don't find that hard to believe.
There's like the really hell expensive seats, and then there's the like next ones up. So like still pretty expensive, but not like.
We get it,
Insane.
man. We get it.
Is that what you
we
were?
get it.
And
We
then
haven't
we
we haven't mentioned how rich Joe is
We were
for about a
on-
month, but
it's
there
been
you
a
go.
minute, yeah. We were in the the front of the second section on the aisle, so there was no one in front of us.
Right.
there's no one.
Courtside.
Yeah, it was really good. And then so we walk in and we get to our seats, and there's two other fuckers in there.
Oh, they're in your
Oh.
seat.
Yeah, but I remembered exactly what the map looked like because I remember getting the tickets, being like, yeah, these are good seats. So
Okay.
I was confident telling them to
True or
take a hike back to row K. It's because
Really?
it was in A reserve,
But
but they were in row K.
But you just said
They were in row K.
So yeah, but they were sitting in my row A seat.
How they work? How they didn't fuck that up accidentally? That's
It's because it says like
intentional
on the
decision.
ticket it says like A reserve, and A is really big, and then there's like the number. So they must have just missed the.
What the row?
Yeah.
What is it? The first time they've ever left the house?
They apologized and they moseyed on,
Fuck.
and they even said they're like, "Damn, we sat down. We're like, these are fucking good seats." I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I booked them." The
Yeah.
second the pre-sale went on, that's why I was on. But that's not why I bring up BJork. Obviously, BJork was an amazing show.
Okay.
It was very so. First, it comes out. There's like a 12, 16 person choir,
Mhm.
and they're doing like. I'll do a bit of an impression, but it's like bom 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 bom, like really like a cappella vocal stuff.
Oh, so that is a vocal. They're not doing it on drums.
Yeah, it was really good. It was like this could have been the whole show. If Bjork didn't come out, I'd have been like, man, that was fucking sick because that was really good. And then they left, and then Bjork come out, and she was wearing this like full costume and like a mask sort of thing. Not 100% sure it was her. And then she started doing the show. Really good. There's like harpists, flutes. At one point, this guy brings out it's hard to describe. It's basically like a basin of water.
Right.
And he was doing with these like, almost look like if you cut a rock melon in half and hollowed it out, like a coconut sort of shell.
Yeah.
And he was playing the water. He would pick it up and sort of drip it down.
That's pretty cool.
And then at a later point in the song, he was also drumming on them. So they were upside down. So they were floating.
How has he learnt these skills? Yeah.
Where's
And
the
he's-
mic?
The mic is like hanging over,
Just
it's
over
like
the top.
in the water. So then he's drumming on them. But as he's drumming, he's obviously hitting them. And so they would float away. So every once in a while, he'd have to hit it, like
Hit it
swing
back.
out back to hit this thing back.
Oh,
in the drum.
right.
It was really cool. And it was like very immersive. It was like, there was a specific, it was almost like more of a theater show. Like they specifically said like, no photos, don't bring your phone out because it's like distracting and stuff. Which was really good because like you really sort of noticed like when she came out, normally like the artist comes out, you just see her phones.
Yeah.
Was nothing. And I was like, this is great. Like I don't need to look at someone's phone screen of the concert. I can
Yeah.
just look at the concert. So like, this is great.
That's fair. Most of the demographic that you went with, by the sounds of things, wouldn't own a
No,
mobile
they
phone
had the
either.
rotary. They
Yeah,
all brought a rotary
please
phone.
don't bring your little wheelie phones
But
out.
then about, I want to say 3/4 of the way in,
Yep.
maybe closer to half, maybe closer to 3/4, a rogue unit comes up from, I'm going to say one of the poorer seats,
Oh,
Right.
comes up
hot.
and moves to the aisle of the row, so sort of the block of seats in front of us,
Mm-hmm.
and then a little bit off to the right of us into the aisle. And she starts to have what can only be described as an orgasmic movement set to music.
Right.
It was
Full
a
body
dance.
thrust.
It would look like interpretive dance that at times was very sexual. It involved humping the air,
Okay.
Okay.
and it was just happening in the aisle.
Was
At first, I was like, "Is this part of the show?"
Is she one of them?
Jork reveal?
Because she was wearing a very interesting outfit. She had one of those like, you know that what's that guy's like Tashi? It's like those old books.
yeah. Do you remember Tashi books?
No.
A hat almost like that with like bells and stuff.
Like looking
Oh,
like one of Santa's little helpers.
Yeah, actually no, it's almost like, you know, the like stereotypical monkey that's in movies, how he has that little
Yeah.
circle hat.
Oh yeah.
But it had
Like in
bells
Aladdin.
and stuff on it. So I was like, this could be.
Should be part of it.
Then I was like looking up the aisle and being like, you know, these everywhere. But we had the only one. And there was also, so earlier in the so this was sort of just happening there. And
Yeah.
earlier in the show, there was a latecomer who came in. So he had been taken by like an usher to his seat, and he was wearing a peacock sort of coat. Like a coat that looked like peacock feathers, right?
All right. Yep.
And he
Thought
was
going to Harry Styles.
he was definitely on drugs, I would say.
Okay.
So he sat down, I don't know with his mates or with other people, and he sat down and he was sort of like vibing away in his seat. And then he sees this woman experimenting with the music in the
Yeah.
aisle.
Mm-hmm.
And then he sort of looks over and he goes, fuck, that looks good. So he was in the aisle as well, in front of her. He was like lying down, and he was
What?
also
Laying
like,
down.
On
so
the
he-
steps.
no, so they're like next to the step. So it's not steps, it's like a flat aisle.
Okay.
A ramp.
A ramp, that's the one. And so he's now sitting in front of her and also doing weird like
Sensual
movements, and
dances.
sometimes just lying there, and sometimes like, yeah, like moving his body up and down.
Fuck yeah.
And I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, as I would.
And the funniest bit was when people would come out of the aisle to like
How long were they there for?
the rest of the show.
Which is?
He said he was
Half an hour to
2/3 the way
40
through.
minutes.
Wow. And
They were there for so long.
Right.
And me and Kira had spoke to the ushers multiple times.
About them.
Yeah, because it was like you couldn't really pay attention to what was going on. Because this
Sally
was
was
happening.
fingering herself.
We're not fingering, but and then so at one point, so
What a term.
the funniest thing was when people would come out of the aisle to go to the bathroom and walk past and just kind of like look at him and be like, wait, what the hell? And then keep going. So we spoke to one of the ushers. Eventually, she told the guy to go back into his seat. Or maybe he left. I don't even know. And then she was pushed into like, there's like the little gap where the wheelchair section is.
Yeah.
So she was there, which is quite frankly not the seat that she paid for. So she got the upgrade to the like $450 seat.
That's
Because-
what you
and-
care about.
And there was me and Kira were like very distracted by it because it's like a lot of movement and like it's kind of weird. And then there's a whole row of other like older people in our row,
Yeah.
and some of them are like sitting right behind it, and they didn't say anything to anyone. I don't understand.
They're getting what they paid for. They're getting more than what they paid
Yeah. An
So yeah,
exotic
it was
show.
a very interesting experience,
for. Yeah, it sounds just
and
right.
it tarnished the night in a way.
Oh, it wasn't good. Wasn't a good experience.
It was funny at first. I was like crying.
I feel
It was
like after,
hilarious.
like 5-10 minutes, you go, all right,
Wrap it up,
this is
Sally.
a lot.
Yeah, wrap it up. But yeah, anyway, that was BJork.
Yeah, it sounds wild.
I definitely want to get into Bjork's next show.
Didn't
Wanna
do
be part
that.
of it,
She'll
yeah.
be back in 15 years.
Oh, say less.
There you go. Alrighty, boys, it's time. New season is upon us. At the time of release, Richmond and
Carlton.
Carlton would have
Keep
played,
it short. Let's
would have played their first fixture of the game.
Last night.
Yep.
Congrats, Richmond.
Who won?
Congrats, Richmond.
Who won? Richmond?
Congrats, Richmond, yeah.
Oh, there you go. And then Geelong and Collingwood playing tonight. Who won?
Congrats,
Congrats,
Collingwood.
Collingwood.
There you go. Very exciting. Good.
All right, but that's not what we're predicting.
Tonight we're going to do what we do every year is go through and pick our Premier, our Brownlow medalist, and our Rising Star and see how many we can get right. We always go to the end of the season, get there and go, wow,
We weren't.
that
You
was
nailed it.
swing and a miss. I
Nailed
think
it
we
again.
went pretty well one year with Luke Jacks, from memory.
Getting Rising Star.
I think so.
Probably, yeah.
Not
But
sure.
this year, let's see how we go. We're
Okay.
going Rising Star first.
Riley, kick it off. Rising Star.
Harry Sheezel.
What do you like about him?
His last name.
What? Why?
And the way he plays football.
What position does he play?
That is about as far as my knowledge.
Okay,
The football.
nice.
I
Who-
literally
Who's he play for?
just couldn't tell you. Just scrolled through the old sports bet and his name popped out to me. I like Sheezel, so I like Sheezel.
There you go. That's
Nice.
great.
Nice.
What about you, Joe?
I got Corey Warner.
Corey Warner.
That's right.
Brother of Chadwick.
Brother of Chad. Used to play in Riley's basketball team. Paying
Oh, he did too.
Me
Yeah.
and Corey
fuck.
are boys.
Paying 151.
Get on him.
Honestly, last time I saw him, he was 8 and about this tall. So I don't know how good he's going to go if he's still like that, but hopefully he's not.
Yeah, no. I hope he debuts. Is probably a more realistic.
Yep. Hope he puts out his debut.
Tough to crack
I know he
it.
made music.
Tough to crack it in the Sydney lineup at the moment. They've got a lot of young guns. Corey's definitely one of them.
I like Harry Sheezel.
I'm gonna lock in Mr. Ashcroft.
Oh, how could I
Oh,
forget?
Gainer.
Who?
Is that right?
No.
Oh, it's a good
First
first name. Oh, is his first name Ash and his last name Croft?
no.
this is, Cameron.
Keep
Cameron
swinging.
Bancroft.
Cameron Ashcroft.
Will? Will?
Oh, Will.
Will?
Brother of Cameron Bancroft.
Will what?
No, not Bancroft. Ashcroft.
Oh, shit. What's the difference?
What's his name? What team does he
Is
play
B
for?
his middle name?
No, he plays for Brisbane Lions.
Oh, that's
Right, the Lions.
Father, son. He's a Jet. He's gonna double.
father, son of Cameron, who plays for the cricket team. There must have been a new rule, father son, in
Yeah,
between.
the old, if you
Australian
play for
sports.
the then you get in.
Good.
So the whole
Here we go.
Corey playing with his brother thing.
Yeah. Imagine us playing footy together.
We would get killed.
Especially by Corey and Sheezel and Cameron Bancroft.
What do you reckon that's like?
Well,
Brothers
playing with the
playing-
bros?
Yeah. Have there ever been twins on a team?
The Carr. No, they were brothers. Carr brothers. You remember Josh Carr, Matt Carr? Was Matt Carr?
Nah.
A lot of
Play
them
for the
versus
Docs?
each other.
Yeah.
Like the Hill brothers versus each other. They.
The Dacos
They're
brothers.
like half brothers.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Trouble at home.
Anyway, I think they. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Good call.
Brownlow medal.
The Brownlow.
Joe, can you kick it off this time?
We're going Corey Warner.
Gozzo! He's going to debut.
And I am going to be cleaning up the money.
Should we see if he's on? I don't think.
Surely not.
Corey's going to debut.
Debut in 3 votes in round 1.
He's not on the list.
All right, I'm going to go
His
Dust.
brother Chad is on the list. If you want to.
Keep it in the family.
No.
No, I'm going to go Dusty
Did you
Moore.
just scoff? He's paying $34, Chad.
Chad was
That's not bad.
by
Chad-
far the best on ground.
100%.
at
Chad
the
was the
grand
best
final
player
last
in
year.
at the grand final by distance. It's a shame that their team lost by 100 points, but
Yeah, he did do well.
he did fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
That's Chad Warner. my boys from Perth.
Oh, yeah. They just live down the road.
No,
I think they live in
currently.
Sydney at the moment.
long
There you
commute.
go. Apparently, Warners actually have 2 more younger brothers.
They do.
Also,
They do.
Ash.
Ash
and
Ashcroft.
oh, I think I.
Fuck,
Here we go.
Oh, no, I'm gonna pass.
No, we'll wait a few years till we hear him in trade talk.
There's one more.
He was he a baby?
Ash was the.
Ash was young. One younger.
It
than
started
Corey.
with a T. I think. This is the
Troy.
Troy, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the dad.
Fuck.
No, that's Trav.
Oh,
Trav,
yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Shout out Trav's
Trav's
Trees.
Trees.
Yeah, it's huge. What's his mum's name? Might as well get them all in.
I want to go like Tina. It's probably
Nah,
not.
Yeah.
it's not that. It's not Tina.
Troy and Ash. Bro, imagine all 4 of them playing at Sydney. That'd be sick.
That'd be massive.
Watch
I'm
this
gonna
space.
find his mum.
Apparently, they're like elite, the younger brothers. like even better than Chad and Corey were at that age.
Shit.
There you go.
And now they've got 2 older brothers to look up to who are playing in the
Now they got the
league.
drive. So who you got for the Brownlow?
Troy. Troy Warner.
Anita.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There you
Yeah,
go.
bit of a Facebook story.
Yeah.
Is this
Are
weird?
you guys friends?
Is it weird that we just said all of it? I haven't.
Seen
Yeah, like
or
I said, I haven't
spoken.
spoken to him since he was like 8 or something.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, well.
Lovely family.
Great family. Great family.
Yeah.
Great wholesome products.
When we
of
get them on,
WA.
we'll play this segment.
Yeah.
That would be creepy.
Oh god.
Who are you taking?
Like Troy. Nah. Lukey Jackson. Back him in, boys. They
For
backed him
the
in last year.
Brownlow.
And you had the exact same reaction last year.
For the Brownlow.
Watch this space, Jack. He's got a new team.
He is
He's
playing
going
in
to
a
come
team
out
where...
swinging down at Fremantle playing in
Do you
the
reckon
forward
he's on?
line.
I don't think you can bet on him, to be honest.
Can you bet on any Freo players?
I might be. Good.
Oh, zing zing.
Oh fuck! You actually might be able to. Hang on.
Lukey Jackson, you dirty. You
All right.
I'm doing a lot of scrolling here.
he is-
Hang on.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
You
No
could
one's
get on
gonna
Will
do it.
Ashcroft.
It's not bad. Not a bad. All right. Let's just say we can't find it.
Should we name the
Okay.
entire Jackson family as well?
Nah, let's let them slide. Yeah, my pick. It's a toughie. It's always a toughie. This one,
Yeah, because it could be any player.
quite literally.
Just pick one, dude. No
Just
one
figure
cares.
out, yeah.
It's always so tough.
No one's.
I feel like Chad, not this year, maybe next year. Needs
Yeah.
one like proper breakout year where he'll get votes. I'd love to see him do it. I'm gonna lock in.
Just say it.
I'm gonna lock in Chad. Chad's gonna win it.
All right.
Chad's winning it.
That
Chad's
whole
win-
time, and you copied my vote.
Chad's winning the Brownlow. Chad's
Alright.
winning the Brownlow. It's-
Premier.
Oh, Nick Dacos a chance.
Premier.
Premier North Melbourne.
Dacos is good.
Premier North Melbourne.
North
think.
Melbourne. Yep. Every fucking year.
It's they got Shizu.
Up the Ruiz.
They got Shizu. We normally do worst team as well.
Oh, usually I say North Melbourne. Worst team, I'm going to say GWS.
All right, Riley
Flag mantle or flag pies.
for wins.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's bad, Jake.
North Melbourne's pretty bad.
North Melbourne bottom. Yeah, we'll go there.
Joe's got him for the flag.
Yeah, we cover our bases. Jake put them mid.
Worst team in the competition gonna be Hawthorn. And second, or winning team, the team that's gonna win the big old cup. Brisbane.
Brisbane, nice.
Yeah, they're a
I was
favourite
thinking
though. You got to
Brisbane.
go on underdog, Jake. You got
Gotta
to
go on underdog?
You got to go on underdog. You can't. pick
Pies.
a favourite. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, nice.
See you in
nice.
September. All right, we happy with that?
I'm happy.
Yeah.
They're pretty good. Any
How crazy is it that Ed Sheeran fucked the grass at so many ovals?
yes.
What a dog.
Ed Sheeran.
What'd he do?
Did you hear?
He's turning around Australia, unlike Bjork.
Yeah. Yeah. And like all the grass at all the footy ovals
Yeah.
is just fuck. Like there's no
So
games.
He
in
went
Perth
to
because
the
of
MCG
them.
and did like a. You know, it was the biggest
120 people.
no 1,000.
1,000. That's the one.
Where at?
Back at BJork again. No, at the MCG.
He did 120k.
Yeah, it was massive. I think it was the biggest concert he's ever done. I think that was
I
the.
think it's the biggest concert
In Australia.
we've had.
Yeah.
Seems
Probably-
insane.
They could
Actually,
both be the same thing.
You know, the biggest one in Perth as well, 70,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but as a result, they ripped up all the turf at the MCG because it's fucked,
Oh no.
and they're playing games there in only a handful of days. It was a big deal. And then you come to Perth,
Yep.
Done the same thing.
Yeah.
Adelaide.
just laid turf. So I don't. We haven't actually replaced ours yet, but there's no footy here for 2 weeks.
So we're getting in Sheeran, but we're losing the footy. That's what you're
Exactly.
saying.
Basically,
yeah.
what we're saying. Yeah, it's not really a trade-off I was expecting.
No.
Nor
But
did
good
I
on him.
want.
Good on you, Ed. You've finally made it.
All right, fellas. Allen snakes. Favorite flavor? Favorite color?
Red. Red is good. They do a blue?
They used to do a blue. Now it's like a purple. There.
Yeah, I like the purple, yeah.
I don't know why they changed it. You remember they changed it from the blue to the purple?
I feel like there used to be a thing,
Blue?
like an urban myth about how blue food coloring gives you cancer.
Maybe that's why. The only
Fuck,
blue,
that's a dark.
the only blue snake I can think of is with
Settle.
The python. Prince Harry's frostbitten knob. You guys know about that?
oh, what are they called?
That will give you cancer.
Starbursts. Starbursts still have the blue, and it's not
I don't
very
think
good.
they exist.
Starburst, we spoke about that a while ago. We did
Not-
lolly chat a bit.
Starburst gone under.
Yeah.
That's, you hate to see it. Don't you? What do you reckon the best snake brand is?
The killer pythons.
Which is Alan.
Oh.
Isn't that Alan's? The killer pythons taste differently
I
to the
disagree.
Alan snakes, even though they're the same brand. Do you notice that?
Yeah, do the killer python segments taste different?
To each other?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
They do, yeah. I haven't had one in a while.
They're
But
good.
the-
bro, the heads of killer pythons. When
Oh,
you
the-
get,
when
when you
you
get
get
a red head, the boys are rolling when you get a red head.
If you're just joining in.
Are you talking about snakes?
All right, well, there's a bit of news. Did you give us your favourite?
Natural confectionery, bro.
I mean, colour of Alan's
Oh.
snake.
I hate to say it again. Sorry, Alan. You've got to go purple.
Okay, so purple and red, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the chances? That's
What's
very
yours?
that's very convenient. I like yellow.
What the fuck?
Is it banana?
No, it's
What
not.
Why?
flavour is it?
It's not banana.
It's not like lemon.
It's not
though.
lemon.
No, it's not
too
lemon.
shit to be lemon.
The green always.
Green sucks. Green is the way. I love green lollies, but Alan Snake green not good.
Not good. The worst is, especially here, you get to the amount of times Sour Patch Kids as well. They're just yellow and green left.
Yeah,
It's like the Olympics. Orange. It's just sad little Olympics in the bag, and then you have to. And I'll grab two, and I'll be like, oh. When you combine them, you can't really tell what they taste like.
Yeah, legit. You have to put a purple and yellow together. Whatever happened to freaking the Sour Patch Kids?
they're still a
We
thing.
just haven't been buying them.
You remember the little pocket packs? Lunchbox
Yeah,
packs?
that's what got me hooked.
Yeah, and they got rid of them.
Did they?
Yeah.
Or did you just grow up and you don't
You
get
stop going to
No,
lunch?
they got
you just
rid of
don't
them.
get lunch orders.
It's like taking the tiny teddy and putting it in a box. Ruins it. Anyway, what were you saying?
Oh my god.
This has to be.
One episode 130.
What?
130?
Um,
What's the segue? Oh. Yeah, back to whatever you were doing.
Radiograph. All right.
The
So
story of this
basically,
isn't real.
the story that I have to tell you, and you guys will both be fucking overjoyed by this, is that recently, Snakes Alive, the team at Allen's, have decided that they're going to do a bag of Allen's snakes that simply only feature strawberry, which is the red, and blackberry, which is the purple.
We're on, Joey.
Good
Snakes
choice,
Lollies.
good choice, good choice.
They're calling him your berry snakes alive, right?
Yeah.
Which does, when said
a threat.
when said and not written, sounds quite dark, doesn't it? Berry snakes alive.
Yeah, it's
I think it's meant to be.
a pun, sort of.
It's aggressive.
The
It's
double
aggressive in
entendre.
nature, but we love that. So what they basically did was they did an Instagram poll, which we're pretty familiar with,
Yep.
and they basically asked people to send in their favorite flavored snake, which we will be doing on our social pipes on day of release, so Friday.
Oh.
Make sure that you're a part of it. We want to know your favorite snake
Yep.
flavor.
Mm-hmm.
64% of people said red, and it doesn't actually say how many. At 64%, red and purple took the crown. That's what it says. That's not very helpful. Which
Then
means,
the rest only had
yeah, the rest must have had.
36%.
Yeah, must have done a combo. What I then later on found.
voting for orange.
What are, orange is good.
Yeah,
Rank 'em, tier 'em up for me. Let's go.
Red, purple, orange.
Yellow, green.
Yeah, yellow, green. Yeah.
Wow.
But the bottom three are significantly worse.
Yeah, there's a big jump.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Are you the same? You're the same list.
They go from like D tier to A tier.
Yeah. They
Like,
only do great. Oh,
Like
shit.
if they made a pack of orange, yellow, and green,
yeah, they would
and
be.
that was the only snakes in the world, I wouldn't.
They would not. The company would not exist.
Yeah, they'd. Yeah.
Well, there you go. They did. Something that really stood out to me was they only interviewed 300 people. They only surveyed 300 people to get those results.
Yeah, but when you've got none of the other ones, I feel like
fuck, there's a landslide.
yeah.
I've never thought that was an issue. I like the yellow ones. I like the orange ones. Green.
They're all right, but like,
And like my
really?
my tolerance,
This is the best you came up with.
my tolerance for lollies and like is going down. So like I can't eat as many lollies as I used to. So you got to make them count. You know,
Yeah,
like
I know what you
I'm
mean.
never going for like an orange and a purple. I'm going for a double perp. You know, we're living
Yeah.
it up.
Like, especially like having oranges is like not having oranges. Now you got me saying it. Having lollies is like guilty pleasure, whatever.
Yeah,
So why would you be like, oh, I'm gonna have the shit ones? You know?
you're gonna have a guilty like displeasure.
Yeah. Like this wasn't even nice, and now I regret having it.
It's
So
like why don't you
taste
just eat a
and bad.
veggie at that point.
Yeah.
It's a bit like listening to the MacPack podcast. So you put it in and you get 45 minutes through the worst episode we've ever done.
Or it could be great.
And then you regret listening.
There you go.
But there
Yeah.
you go. We want to hear from you. Let us know what your favourite type of Alan's snakes are. Alrighty, boys, it's time for our favourite weekly segment. It's our only weekly segment. It's time for our... Now, on the episode today, we've been fortunate enough to have the BJork story. We've had your chaotic adventure.
Your manifesto.
Oh my god. I never thought that was going to end.
I still had 5
it
minutes
almost
left. in me.
didn't.
Yeah.
It was the first time
If it was up to you,
You were grabbing
we'd
the mic.
still be talking about it.
Yeah, look. So also,
Look, just because the show went for 39 hours doesn't mean the story has.
I've slept 9 hours the last like 3 days. That's all
I
I've been
did as well
thinking
while you were
about.
telling the fucking story. What else we did? We did footy chat, which was pretty
It was actually
unfortunately.
not bad.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was the highlight.
we're often told the footy chat's not a favourite segment.
Yeah,
It
fuck
is today.
that.
It is today. But we couldn't finish things off without
Yeah.
awarding an everyday hero to a man that we mentioned during said footy chat.
Corey will want you son of a bitch.
It was Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Ed
Great.
Sheeran is winning this week's everyday hero. Ed's obviously touring the nation. Unlike BJork, he's actually going to a few different
He's
venues.
got a good event manager.
Yeah, imagine booking 4 gigs in one city and being like, yeah, did Australia.
Yeah.
It was like a big deal that she was only coming out. Anyway, we
We're-
talked. I've
done with
heard
that.
that we've talked enough about BJork.
Fucking, you're not wrong. Ed Sheeran's been in Australia, and whilst he's been touring and providing the nation with
bangers.
some massive, massive shows across all of the main states and ruining the capital sport of Australia all in one foul swoop. He's also been doing a handful of very, very good deeds, which include going to the children's hospitals across Australia.
Oh,
Are you aware of this?
no, I didn't.
Oh, okay. So he went to, children's hospitals in like Melbourne, I believe Sydney. I think basically in every
Every
state
place.
that he's been to. And I saw today that he was at the Perth one.
PCH.
Is that what it's called?
I think that's the main one. Perth
Yeah,
Children's
that's
Hospital.
the one. So he was there today playing a few jams.
Oh, good on him.
I love it. I think it's just so nice. He seems to get in there without any security. He's arguably one of the biggest
Well, he had the biggest concert ever. Yeah.
pop icon of the last 10 years in,
Biggest concert ever.
in Australia.
Australia.
Yeah, at,
Australia.
at the MCG.
Yeah.
Good on him. And that's like, apparently touring is like shit. So the fact that he still,
Yeah, he's still putting in.
yeah.
He seems like a very, very
didn't have to
genuine
do
man.
it.
I'm yet to hear a bad... Yeah, he's one of the superstars that you don't hear a negative thing about.
No, I mean, his performance in yesterday, not great.
Or
but
did you... What? Did you go?
No, in the movie.
Oh, but that film wasn't great. It's a bit like
Yeah.
this app. Like,
Yeah,
Just-
parts weren't good, and other parts also.
sometimes
weren't
par for the course is best for the day.
good. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, wrap it up.
What he said.
So yeah, this week's Everyday Heroes go on Ed Sheeran for being just a dude and
Being a good guy, yeah.
getting around, going the extra mile,
Yeah.
basically chasing a smile.
Oh.
Boys, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Whoa.
That's not how we wrap this. I just thought I'd tell you just to bring the levels up a little bit. That's why this week's Everyday Hero is going to Ed Sheeran. Alrighty, boys. Thankfully, that brings us to the end of another episode of the MacPack podcast. If you've made it through this long, DM us because it'll just be you. And let us know what you thought of the app.
I feel like it picked up.
We should put up another poll on Friday. What was your favourite segment? And we'll let the people vote. Who had
who's
the
the
best
favourite,
segment
yeah.
today?
That's actually a good shout. Did you like Joe's BJork story? Did you like Riley's marathon?
I reckon I should also get
Here we go.
the naked stuff.
No, technically that's in the BJork.
Alright, you can have that.
Did you like the family Warner shout out? I don't know really what else.
Alan's Lollies.
Alan's Lollies.
Which
Just the cherry on top of
which
this
we
shit
planned that for like
sandwich.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it was just as good as we thought it would be.
Sheeran hero. That was one of the quickest heroes we've done. That's a plus.
You know, the pain's excruciating, so we just thought we'd pull the trigger. Yeah, we do have some fantastic. Don't leave. We do have some fantastic episodes coming up.
Yes, we do.
That is a fact. So don't ask how we know that.
But we do.
Sometimes you
just
gotta
trust the
take
process.
the good stories and chuck them into some mega great episodes.
That's it.
And
Yeah,
have some, other one.
the next month's going to be pretty big. We've already got some big plans.
Stories
for
you
what's
know,
going
yeah.
on. Yeah, there's some,
They were better to be told, though.
there's some absolute heavers.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, boys. Do we do this time next week? Stay safe, stay blessed, and always remember to.
Go give your mum a hug.
It's Jeff for now, but not forever.